Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming, and welcome back to that episode of Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic, and welcome to a new look of Nizhny Veltyr. Who else would be so ingenious enough to think of this, but the Veltyr himself? Thanks for the suggestion, and this is this is absolutely amazing. This was a really good idea. I hope you like what we did here. Right, so this was a suggestion. He called it. I'm not even sure what the proper name for this is. I think we call it piers, or like I know pier is this. But if you check out, like in Ireland, then well, where I come from, they don't speak English, but it would be similar to piers. But these are the wave breakers, or like safety harbor for ships. So how does it work? We need to really stop. Okay, stop watching for about 30 seconds if you don't want to see weird crap happening here, because I just constructed these, and I'm pretty sure that this ship will go through the land. Maybe he won't. I have no idea. Because they still have a route, the ships have a route, but could be that because I created these mud roads, they won't go through the... Anyway, of course they will. So if you don't want to see this, cut now. He's gonna sail through the land, because they're like trucks. If you upgrade the road, they will still use the road even though it's being constructed, but only for that trip. But next trip is going to be, well, let's say a little bit more visually pleasing. But anyway, we're gonna focus on this later. We have several things we need to fix first. Right, so we have again a lot of issues here. So what I'm gonna do now is tell this guy to go and go to this waypoint here. Again, you need to go to this waypoint. You need to turn your turn your direction, and this should be okay now. I probably should focus on creating some kind of... It doesn't even have to be a bridge here. We can just destroy this road so the traffic doesn't go this way straight away. But anyway, what we need to do here is get this train in a good mood, and then set it off to the railroad depot and rebuild this train, because this train is not working well. I'm not happy how it works, because it's the setup of the trains is not ideal. Let's stick with that. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna have separate train for delivering goods and food, and we're gonna have separate train delivering materials. So we're gonna be expanding both of these trains. One of them is gonna be expanded with a big carts, big wagons for material delivery. This will lower the amount of stops the trains have, and definitely 100% is going to stop them colliding with each other. Why are other trains not doing anything here? Why is this guy not working? Ah, right, because there was a construction train in the way. That's fine. Why did this guy just turn around? That's strange. That's fine. I'm gonna leave them to do the voodoo that they do so well. And coffee time for me. Okay, it's beautiful weather in Ireland. That means it's freezing outside. It's sunny and windy, as it should be. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go through the list again. There's a couple of things we missed and a couple of things we need to resolve. That was your cue to like and subscribe. No, that's a good coffee. Okay. Right, these are the piers in Veltyr that will gonna be kind of harboring our power plant, oil refinery, future shipyard. There was no suggestions regarding the shipyard, and I think this shipyard is gonna be good enough. If we need to expand this, we don't have a lot of space here, but that's fine. This is not going to be a harbor. This is just going to be our refinery harbor and our shipyard area. So these two industries are going to be based here. And also I wanted to talk about the fishing industry, which I think, not 100% sure, but I think we're going to be shrinking that. Couple of reasons. Because we're going to need, well, we're gonna need a little bit healthier for seafront over here, and I'm thinking of building something a bit more luxurious, maybe even some kind of villas or bigger houses here, you know, for the well-off Soviets, you know, upper-class Soviets. Let's call them like that. And maybe let's go this road, closest road construction office, that would be this one, and you can continue upgrading those. Okay, a couple of things we need to start on as well. I wanted these trains to come here first before we start redirecting them. Okay, this one is coming, and he was the second train. Okay, here we go. The first one is here. As soon as they deliver this, I will be redirecting these trains back to the depot, and then as soon as they get to depot, we will be dealing with them. So we have this train delivering this stuff. That's fine. After you're delivered, oh, electricity. Yeah. Ooh. So. That's not a lot of pressure on electricity with loading and unloading, even though this loading and unloading is not going that fast. Let's see how fast it is actually. Yeah, it's a decent speed. Still is going down faster, I think. That's interesting as well. The second train is coming over here. He's gonna be faster with loading, unloading, and why is he having a red? Let me pause this. This guy should be able to go in here because he has everything clear, unless we have some kind of semaphore issue here. So he went into this intersection, which we probably shouldn't be treating as an intersection. I should be treating all of this as an intersection, but he cannot go here. Right, because his next stop is where this train is, and what I need him to go is over here. And you know what, while we wait for him to go there, I will just remove some of the stops he has, because he's not gonna be using them anymore. Waypoint, not needed. Food, I will not be exporting food for a while, so I'm just gonna go and... So it's gonna go to food, remove this one. Can we expand this? How was it? Didn't we have an option to expand this? No, probably not. So the new warehouse is gonna go no waypoints, and then to here, and then no customs house, and no waypoints. So you're just gonna go here and there. That's perfect. You are gonna go to the depot. You're gonna go to this depot. That's fine. We just need to expand this train. He doesn't need anything else. And this guy over here needs to unload all the stuff he has here. Okay, at least food is being delivered. How are we doing with food? Food. We're doing bad. Bad to the bone. Food happiness is not ideal. He is unloading food. Alcohol is not being unloaded. And as soon as you're done, and he is... done. Okay, go to storage facility, and we're gonna be upgrading it. He's gonna be transporting more food. Hopefully we're gonna deliver more food here, and then we're gonna come and talk about the food soon. As well, we have a lot of things to talk about here. So heads, what the hell is this? Oh, we have even people working here. Seriously? Really? Where from? Oh, right, this area here is delivering. Okay, that's fine. Probably not fine. Probably should lower the amount of people working here to 0, because this field is taking people from other industries. But we're gonna be redoing the industries as well. I mean, like, we're gonna leave everything as it is, but we're gonna be redoing some stuff, adding some new buildings and expanding the farm, but we're gonna deal with this later. Do we have any trains here? Not yet. They should be here soon. Let's speed this up until the trains are here. That's also gonna give us some free space for our railroad construction here, because only one train is gonna go to the border crossing. That would be the iron train that is exporting extra iron that we have there. Here we go. The first train is arriving, so let's prepare everything. we can slow the time down a bit, just so we can populate this train. So let's go like this, and let's go. Let's see what we have. Let's go with the same ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we have a fifth one? Yeah, we have 5 different carts over here, so this is fine. So let's click on the train and let's separate these carts. So we have the first one for steel, second one for prefab panels, third one is gonna obviously be for wood. 1 second. Wood. And then we have the next one is gonna be for bricks, and the last one is gonna be for boards. Now, initially I will leave them as it is. I won't be... He already has a 79? I don't know, this... Maybe he does. No, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have anything. Okay, so this should now work. I'm just gonna tell them to load all of this stuff. Again, this and this and this. And then unload this and this and this. And then customs house. Now this is interesting. Okay, let's do the customs house though. Let's unload boards. And let's unload... No, not bricks yet. Bricks not yet, because we will be expanding this. And actually I have quite big plans. We're gonna be focusing on that soon. Right, this is the second ship that is actually having this issue going through the piers. We're gonna talk about the piers later. We need to discuss this. But initially we're gonna leave it as it is. So let's go like this. And right, let's address the list. Power consumption when trains are being loaded. This is something that we should pay attention to, because I'm not really sure how this reacts. We got a comment that electricity is affecting the speed of loading of our trains. Are you long enough to go through the semaphores? Yes, it is. That's perfect. Let's see what they're loading. Wood, prefab, steel, everything is loaded separately. That's perfect. That's okay. And let's see. We have this train as well here. But let's pause this, because I would like to monitor those two. I'm gonna just decouple these carts. We might use them for something. We'll see how that's gonna go. I'm gonna decouple all of these. This one is a little bit... Let's leave this one alone for now, and let's see what we have here. Cargo... What? Did I press? Oh, it's dollars probably. So let's press the cargo wagon, and how much does this one have? 34 tons. Okay, if this one is 34 tons and this one is 32 tons, I'm fine with this. 30... Oh, that's not the one. It's this one, right? Yeah. So let's go for... Let's go for 3. Let's go for 3 for now. Actually, yeah, let's go for 3. And I'm gonna give them all to transport food, because this is for food distribution. And I will just go advanced and select this one. Crops. Ooh, no, I'm gonna not mess with this right now. Food, and the third one is gonna be again food. And the first one is food as well. And the last one is gonna be the small one with alcohol. That's already set up. Okay, perfect. You gonna go and just do the standard delivery, and off you go. Perfect, that should be working now. We'll see how it goes. And there we go. So this is one of the things that I would like to address. Yes, okay, so speed of loading of these trains could be affected by no electricity in this cargo station. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. At least as I can see it now, the speed is as fast as the other one that has electricity, but it doesn't have the... the speed is the same with the other one that has electricity. So I don't think it's not slower at all. At least it looks like this right now. Did we select all of this? Why are these guys different? Probably the way I click them. Anyway, that's it. I'm done with this. I'm done with the trains. We're gonna visit them later. Shipyard can start to be constructed. Hopefully food is gonna be delivered, well, faster now, because we're gonna have a dedicated train just delivering food and alcohol, and that's it. That train in the future, it's probably gonna be supplying maybe a second area around here, but let's start with this area here. So I forgot to build some stuff. Well, first on the list is this one here. This is 100% forgot to build this. There is access path to this. I 100% forgot about this. I did not forget about some other things on the list. Not justifying my stupidity. It's definitely there and here to stay. It's just I'm aware of some of the negative stuff that we did. So the first will be road access to railroad electricity. The second one is high voltage electricity cable. Yeah, I didn't forget about this one, for example. I just didn't think we need it at the moment, and we can do it now. We're gonna go for normal 10 megawatt cables. Not sure how much electricity is gonna be used from here, but that's fine. And then we forgot what else, or it's on the list. New show. Yeah, right. Those are the two things we forgot. And then we need to build a fire station here. Let's skip number 3 and go to number 4 straight away. So let's go to fire station, and let's go for a bigger one or for a smaller one. Let's go for this one. How are we gonna be expanding this? I have no idea. This is going to be. Let's try this. Do we do and build this kind of stuff? Yeah, let's go with this kind of stuff. Build these roads in both directions so our fire trucks don't lose the speed. This is going to be covering this area. Of course, the city is not going to be based here. I'm expecting city to be based in this area, the bigger city. But we, as far as I understand it, we might be building more mines and more facilities over here. We're going to focus on the steel mill as well. We need to assign this manually the road construction office because it's, here we go, the closest one here. That should be fine. And then we have... next on the list would be let's go with new shops and new shop that I built. It doesn't have a footpath connection. Yes, I was aware of that, and that will be the little bits and pieces that we will be doing around here, you know, to beautifying the foothills and shake the many hands, you know, the things that you do. That will be a quotation from Nirvana song, nothing spectacular. Back in the day, I was a fan. Right, let's continue on, and naming of the construction offices. At the moment, let's discuss this. Mr. Stats at least left a comment concerning this, and I would like to try to address this, because at the moment I don't see the problem. I might be missing a lot of things, but I don't see the problem of naming all the construction offices only for what they do, and then when you select the construction you actually have a distance to the closest office. So for example, closest office you can see here for footpath, for roads or whatever, is this and this, and this is how we can differentiate them. I still don't know what the hell is happening over here, why these trucks are not delivering gravel, for example, and here we're not getting asphalt. And there are no trucks assigned to this. I will be assigning the second construction office to these, just because I think they might be resolving this issue. I'm gonna say that this is also known as insanity. Is it insanity? When you do the same thing and expect different results. And this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna leave the construction offices as they are and expect that they're gonna not create problems. So I think that could be one of the definitions of insanity. You know, doing things and expecting it to end up differently. We have big... let's see here. Gravel can be accessed here. We have a big project here. I'm not sure if I want to do this right now. If I build... Oh boy. And this is not even a one construction, it's actually two of them. Maybe it's better, maybe it's not. Okay, let's create some problems for ourselves. Because we don't have a bypass over here, this might be a road, and I'm gonna go for both of them. Why I'm doing both of them? Because one of them doesn't have access to asphalt. They cannot go through the station to go to the asphalt, so they're only gonna be able to deliver from this side. On the other hand, yeah, it's gonna create some problems for us. Maybe I should have created a bypass, maybe like this. Okay. Well, we have some kind of connections here, and I'm sure that we can make it work like this. For example, it's not a problem. It's just something that yeah, we can just connect it like this, but this looks like it's gonna be more pain in the rear end to construct than I would like to, you know, admit or even do. So I would just like to have some kind of mud road here just in case of emergency, because I'm expecting for these construction offices to do the, well, fast job, because they're dedicated to this, and you know, experience is everything in this game. Not really, but still, you would expect that if you have a dedicated office, that's gonna take, you know, less time for them to construct it. But there we go. We have a bypass of this mud road where the trucks can go around and work on it. So it's gonna be a little bit muddy, but still. Continuing on, we have naming this construction offices. I'm not sure if I want to do this right now, because there's so many little things I need to fix in this game. Like, for example, naming the lines we have. It's gonna be easier to understand what at what stage we are with what. Let's see here. I think we're gonna have an issue with fuel. We are producing too much fuel, but that's fine. Eventually we're gonna have more ships. Obviously next one is gonna be exporting fuel, because we are producing more fuel, and then we're gonna have the, oh, this one needs to be assigned. It's already assigned automatically, so I'm gonna leave it, but for the future we'll see how that's gonna go. Let's check this pollution one more time, because now it's lower, but it could be due to other things. More people working here. This one is producing more electricity. Tell me in the comment section, do you think or do you know as a fact that more forests prevent pollution? We can try to do a quick test now, because I don't like this acacia forest. You remember when I built it that I said that I did it intentionally, just because I know I will be removing it because it looks absolutely horrible. Personal opinion, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. But acacia trees on their own, I think they look really, really nice. So let's go and remove some of these forests and see if the pollution is going to be a little bit greater. So for a moment their pollution was quite low, which was interesting to see. And this is, of course, like you guys explained, accumulation of pollution. It doesn't instantaneously show as good or bad, it just, you know, shows. So let's just check. I'm gonna press letter N just to regrow the forest. Let's see how this is gonna react. I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I'm gonna have a couple of questions for you guys. Actually, I probably should have started with this. Mr. Whaletier said something, and definitely that's gonna be done. We have a longer pier on this side, and it's more in your face. So I'm gonna go and just remove this and this, and let's go level the. I'm gonna create a little bit of let's call it, in Ireland, in Dublin, you have several of these piers, and you have either little fortresses in the end of them here, Dunleary piers and Howth piers. But in the end you have little, like a little bit bigger, rounder area, probably for defensive purposes or showcase or something that was built during the British rule. But anyway, I'm gonna build a similar thing over here. It looks kind of cool. But I'm gonna go here and create what Mr. Whaletier said. A Lenin statue. A Lenin statue at the end of the pier, welcoming all our brave sailors. So we're gonna go for this one over here. We're gonna go for mud road going all the way to the end. Let's go all the way here. And then I will be connecting it with mud road initially. We might be upgrading all of this, but this is just for construction purposes, so we can construct this statue. What are we supposed to be putting? Is that the bigger one? Yeah, it's so huge, this harbor area, that I don't even understand. I couldn't even go. This one is smaller. Yes, this one is smaller than this. So Lenin is gonna be welcoming our sailors. Now the second one on this side, I don't want to put two of the same statues, so if you have any suggestion regarding this, please please let me know. I will be leaving it as it is. Right hand side is going to be empty, and I'm not going to be touching that. What do you think about this? There are a couple of things I can make it look nicer. So for example, doing this. Leveling these piers on the side is gonna make them uniform because they cannot go smaller than the road, the space that the road takes. That would be one thing that's gonna make it look I don't know if I want to say nicer, but it's gonna make it look more uniform. Is that a good thing or bad? Usually these piers, including, like, I know especially Soviet Union would be creating those piers or wave breakers out of concrete, or even with those new, you have the hexagonal concrete hedgehogs or whatever that I think it's maybe a little bit too modern, but I wouldn't be surprised that they use those, you know, just to break waves, to have less damage on the pier itself, on the wave breaker itself. So what do you think about this? And because we can do, I can actually do the concrete thing. We can do this and put a concrete over it, like maybe asphalt for it. What the hell? Really? This looks absolutely horrible. And I know removing this is absolutely really, really bad. Gravel wise, let's go with what is this? Airplane road? No, let's go with gravel. Let's see. Something like this. Oh jeez, that's concrete. That's not gravel road. Okay, that's a gravel road. Okay, sure. Let's consider gravel. I think would be the best thing, the closest thing to, let's say, some kind of pier look-alike. Airplane square, really? So gravel square is okay. I think this is the one that we need. Okay, tell me what you think about this. Should we put a gravel or leave it as a dirt? This is my question for you. Second, which statue? We have from Mr. Bremer really, really nice Karl Marx, but it's only a bust. It's only like from chest upwards. I'm not really sure that, and it's probably gonna look quite small. If you go here and go to our mods and go back and monuments. We have Karl Marx here, but I think the whole full statue. We have Alyosha as well. That's a really nice statue as well because it's a soldier. It's nice. Rest of them are not significant. That significant. They're small and it wouldn't be seen from the ships. Well, ear of wheats. That's a nice one as well. Anyway, you have to enjoy yourself a little bit. We don't have to be productive all the time. At least I don't consider it. But I think this looks magnificent. Expansion of the ground here, I wouldn't go further than this. Maybe we're gonna go, if we ever remove these fish farms, maybe go a little bit, bigger. But I think I'm done with the industries in this town. Famous last words. And I'm happy how I doubled up on these power cables, that they're like not seen as double, just 210. I don't know, maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Let me know what you think. Bigger piers here would be nicer, these docks that we have, but I think we're fine with this as well. Road is done. Since there was no other suggestions on how we are supposed to be building this, we are going all in. Again, I'm gonna set those 2 construction offices for this one, because we're gonna need a shitload of everything. 1,000 tons of concrete. 1,000 tons of concrete is gonna be required for this. Well, big thing, big business. Okay, so let's go and so you can see that this one is being finished already. That's fine. Let's see how these guys are doing. Are you receiving? Okay, these guys received everything that they need. These guys received gravel when we assigned the second construction office. I have no idea why these trucks didn't deliver whatever they need. And I think this might be the same thing here. Let's see this office. Let's go and check it out. Okay, so why they didn't come here? Because some vehicles are without fuel. That's understandable. Okay, what we're gonna do now is create... let's try to... Oh, right. And this is what I tried to create. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to, but let's try this. A little bit of this, and then a lot of bit of... oh, let's turn off the snapping. Okay, can we do it from here and then connect it? Yes. There we go. And this is one construction. I will be creating these as well. You can see that we can create it. So create it. Well, we're gonna create it. Yes. Some stupid Croatian guy. Right. So this is gonna be the second one. So if they create these roads, one office and the second office here. Road construction office. That's fine, and you can see that we have a little bit of an issue with fuel. And these construction offices, they're too lazy to drive over there to refuel. We are building a new fueling station, that's fine, but here we go. I will also... Oh, you can't. Why can't you? Why can't they deliver fuel here? So I have to have a separate freaking truck to deliver fuel. Distribution? Alright, they don't have fuel. My bad, my bad. Distribution offices, these construction offices don't have fuel, and you can see that they have a little bit of a fuel issue. Some vehicles are without fuel, and I would bet that that's most of them. That's fine. Like I said, as long as you're having fun, it's fine. Not really. I will have to assign the second office, this road construction office here, to finish these roads, which is fine. At least we know what the problem is. The problem is fuel. This is going to be resolved, of course, with this fueling station or petrol station over here. We should have the second one over here as well. Well, hopefully soon. Of course, we need to finish this one first. Okay, they have trucks on the way. That's good to see. Okay, continuing list. Steel mill. It's not the most important thing in the world. We'll not address this. Also, Mr. Stats had really nice things to say about this, because which road to use here? We're using asphalt roads, but we don't want this road to be cleaned. We want this road to be as it is. We want to be uncleaned during the snow times because we don't need it active. But we can build a mud road. But is that the appropriate thing to have a mud road going to your steel mill? Not really. So I think we're gonna go for gravel road. It's also for firefighting purposes, because we would have firefighters putting out fires as well. I was thinking, do I want helicopters here as well? We will have firefighting helicopters attached to the back of the fire station. Hopefully, we'll see how it goes. Right, these roads, again, the footpath office is, sorry, the road construction office, the same issue. It has the same issue as before. That would be the no fuel policy for trucks around here. These guys don't have issues with fuel. These guys don't have issues with fuel. These guys have issues with fuel. And these ones. So this is the range of the fuel station. So up to here, so from fueling station over here, if you are across this border here, nope, you're not allowed. They're not gonna detect the fueling station. My ass, it's not cool at all. But fine, we'll build more fueling station here, and then we're gonna have fueling station there. Hopefully, I won't have to build one in the middle, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay, so what do we have next? Steel mill, we're not gonna start on that yet. Right. Big thing in realizing how to make the distribution. I know this will sound like a reasonable thing to many people, many reasonable people, but to me, I have a hard time understanding this. Well, getting it to my head. What is that? The problem with distribution. I kind of always make mistakes like this. For example, Stats noticed that I put these big trucks. I was like, yeah, from bigger better, we have a little bit more money, why not spend it on this? But it doesn't look nice. It doesn't look nice to have these huge, enormous trucks doing small local deliveries. It doesn't look nice. I 100% agree. That was really bad choice on my part. So I think I should remove these big freezer trucks and use them for something else, maybe exports of meat, and then have smaller trucks delivering this. I think I'm gonna leave it alone for now. And right, the setting up the whole distribution network, big trucks, big distances, small trucks, local deliveries. Sounds reasonable, doesn't it? Okay. Unfortunately, for some reason I haven't, got this through my thick head, and it ended up being as it is. What I'm gonna do now, let's see, should I build it close to this? You know what, maybe not, because we might need... I know that this harbor has a lot of storage capacity, but we might need some storage areas around here, and it's a good buffer from, you know, our people and, you know, city and stuff. So... Oh, the autumn is here. We need to check our coal reserves. Coal reserves are... Okay, we're full with coal. That's fine. Let's try this. Since we don't know how much... do we want this in the beginning of winter? I don't know. Maybe. Let's just leave it like this. I'm gonna start exporting. I'm gonna start... What? 25 degrees? Okay. I was like, why is this not working? But it actually is. It's working. It's just not creating heat because there's no need for any. But anyway, this should be covering everything. We have this as a museum, that's fine. I don't know if I should be removing these pipes, but they really should. The developers should really give us an option of recycling, because, you know, why would I use new steel for, you know, pipes when we have pipes functional, ready to go straight away? Not only that we shouldn't be able to recycle this, but we should be able to speed the future construction up, because you're reusing already materials that are, you know, built like steel pipes. Just an idea. Steel mills are working like crazy. That's really nice to see. You can see that we are lacking steel. We're missing a lot of steel. This guy is not loading any more steel. That's fine. Oh, yes, he's not loading. Oh, because he's fully loaded. This means that we're gonna be lacking some steel here, which is fine. We don't have anything big planned. Oh, but we do. Right, I'm gonna leave these freezer trucks in here for now, just because they have meat in there. I'm gonna try to catch them while they are delivering. Like, for example, this one only has 300 kilos of meat left, but when I catch them delivering, I'm gonna be phasing them out and putting smaller delivery trucks, you know, like, I think Stott said it really well, to breathe in a new life into our city, to breathe a life into a city, to have small delivery trucks. It looks alive, you know, city. So this is why I'm gonna go with the smaller ones. Definitely really good idea. And the same thing over here. Food-wise, we're still missing food here. Didn't I send this guy already? This one has everything planned, but he's not on the way. The same thing probably should be said with this one, and let's do it because this one is already empty. Small delivery trucks, covered hulls, small delivery trucks. Fast ones, yeah, we can go for fast ones. 92 kilometers per hour. This looks decent. Czechoslovakia again. Let's go something non-Czechoslovakian. I don't want this one. It doesn't look too effective. Yugoslavian one. 2 tons on this one. A little bit more. Poland. I like this one. Okay, let's go with this one. You're gonna go for over here and load food, and then go over here and unload food and wait until unloaded. There we go. So we're gonna start with food deliveries over here as well. Let's try to stabilize the situation in this town over here. Food seems to be recovering. Both of those are fine. Food, we have 18 tons of food over here. That's fine. What else is on the list? Railroad delivery, separate the trains. That we did that already. For all right, and this is something that I would like to address over here. Farming, yes. Farming, we have a lot of issues with farming, most of it being that we don't have enough crops, but also I think we are wasting a little bit of crops. A lot of crops. So we have 3 farms. 1 farm, 2 farm, 3 farm. Go. We have 3 farms. What I would like to do now, I would like to have some kind of bigger central grain storage. There's a couple of things I was considering, and I actually have another idea now, but it's gonna be requiring us to rework this area. Maybe I shouldn't do this. So I had a plan to demolish this silo and build a bigger one, and use this silo as a central storage silo for this whole area, because we need to increase the production of food. Food at the moment is being produced as fast as we can. We are having a lot of people working in our food industry, which is really nice. But unfortunately, we're not collecting enough grain from other fields. Well, we are, but often our silos go to 100%, and there are some crops rotting away in the fields. So I was thinking of creating a big silo. Probably one of those Leningrad silos. Well, at least the silo that can supply us with that can store more than our farms can produce. I'm assuming that these farms, if I'm correct, 305 tons of grain per field. So 300. Let's go with 300. We have 12 of those. That would be 3,600 plus 3 small ones. That would be 300. That would be just under 4,000 tons of crops, would be how much they can take. Minus 10% because of the distribution office faultiness of loading on only up to 90%, and you get to a number of that we, on average, if the factories are not producing anything, we would be losing a few hundred kilos of crops. But that also brings us to another point where I would be putting, where Stan suggested, and I think he's right, to put additional farm. New farm. Yes, why the hell not? We can do that. The problem is it's going to be far away. It's already further down the line here, but sure, why the hell not? The perfect location for this, because it would be starting with these fields here, perfect location would be somewhere around here, maybe even here and here, but we need to see where we can place the fields first if we're gonna go for this area here. And of course then we have the problem of distribution of well, everything around here. I mean, it's not a problem getting fast enough trucks, it's we need to upgrade the roads then, and that's another pain that I always wanted to avoid. But yeah, let's discuss this. We have the next episode, let's discuss this. What do you think, guys? Should we build a bigger silo? Doing the math, it seems like a bigger silo would centralize all our grain into one place, and then I can use additional distribution office to distribute this grain to individual silos. And then that would be one thing, and then we'll be upgrading to a new farm, to the 4th farm over here. Do you think that's... I think what we can stop doing now or slow down is exporting of these livestock and exporting of livestock and meat. We can slow it down because we are not dependent so much on that. We're dependent on oil now. And we are processing it for now, not mining our own, and still doing a nice profit, so I think we're gonna be fine mining wise. I actually still don't know what's the price of the blueprints for ships, so any money we can spare would be nice. The plan, I have a plan for that, but let's finish talking about this first. So what I'm going to be doing here is having a central, what I was planning of having a central silo and sticking to these 3 farms and better distributing our resources, or expanding to a 4th farm. I really don't want to expand to a 4th farm because I'm not sure how much of this land we can claim, and it's going to be pain in the rear end to distribute this. It's going to be a lot of losses, and probably it's going to require at least like 2 distribution offices in order to get this. But still, we need to store this grain somewhere, so bigger grain storage will definitely be needed. So tell me what you think about this bigger grain storage and or 4th farm. We can go only for the 4th farm as well and try to stick as much as we can into this, or something like that. I don't want to upgrade this silo because we don't have a lot of space around here, and I don't want to redesign this. Bigger silo, we can sacrifice 1 field and have a bigger silo somewhere around here. So these are the options we have, so let me know what you think about this. A lot of refueling happening here. Hopefully you're distributing that fuel. Okay, we have another thing almost done, and that would be the fuel distribution. We have here a few... Oh, we don't have bitumen. That's not good. We are not using any bitumen from here, at least. We are not using it for now. But we should be delivering. And this is what I actually wanted to talk about. This would be a next train. Next train that's going to be loading fuel and delivering bitumen in the opposite direction. We are finishing this. Why is this not being assigned? Okay, let's do this. We do have a little bit of a project that we need to finish here. We need to electrify these lines over here. So this should be the last project in this area, so we can focus on the future. Is this one upgraded? I think I set this one to be upgraded, but it's not assigned to any office. Let me go all the way with these guys because I don't want to have to. I don't want to do this multiple times, and it kind of tends to be like this. These projects can be a really long pain in the ass. So let's try to do it like this and like this, and hopefully this is going to be upgraded as well. I'm gonna do it as like this. Opposite direction obviously works a little bit better. There we go. We have an exchanger. I'm gonna have to put an exchanger somewhere here because of the trains going in both of these bays. So this will give us an option to deliver fuel with the trains. Okay, bitumen in that area, we don't require it at the moment. We're not constructing anything, but look at this. Look at these bad boys. 1,000 tons of concrete is going to be required here. Beat that. And what's missing? Of course, concrete. We're having concrete delivered slowly. Okay, that's it. That's it. We covered everything. Only 45 minutes, right? Hopefully it is entertaining. At least for me, it definitely is. And this looks magnificent. Well, Tier, thanks so much for suggesting this. It's a really good idea. Okay, to prepare for this, we will have to prepare for expansion of the city. So I'm gonna start a couple of residential buildings to be constructed here, and I'm not gonna be saving on anything now. I'm not gonna be sloping the city like here. You know, you have big buildings in the middle going down, which actually maybe I should stick to the same design like we have here. It doesn't look too. Oh, look at the traffic here. Oh boy, that's gonna be a lot of fun, but that's fine. Right, maybe I should stick to the sloping thing. Yeah, let's expand here for a little bit. We don't require living space. We do have how many people living with their parents? 267. Let's try to redistribute them because I'm pretty sure that they are all in these areas here. So let's go for 3 kilometers. We have people here. Yes, you do. Let's go for 1 and 2. These 2 buildings, that's gonna be 70 people resettled. Let's see where we have space. Oh, that's not a lot of space. Let's remove this, and then let's have some of these bad boys. Okay, there we go. That's 70 people resettled. Let me check. Yeah, we don't have any here. That's fine. That's to be expected. But let's see. Statsovo has. Whoa. Okay, that's. Let's go for 80 people initially, and let's see if this is gonna resolve this. 80 people. Okay, yeah, there we go. You can see that we don't have a lot of living space, so we're gonna have to focus on this. Yep, no living space. Perfect. This is my favorite part of this game. Building a city. We do have a lot of infrastructure in place. You can see that kindergartens are at capacity, so that means another kindergarten. Towards the dirty areas? Yeah, sure, why not? Buffer between dirty areas and us. It makes a lot of logical sense to build this, but it doesn't make any sense in... kindergarten. It doesn't make sense from a reasonable point of view because should we? Yeah, let's go for a smaller one just because, you know, diversifying it a little bit. So let's go for a smaller one like this. Yeah, we're gonna be bombarding our kids with both magnetism from the power plant, from electricity, hoses, and dirt of the refinery. Perfect. Exactly how I wanted it. So we're gonna build some kind of mud footpath over here just to have... Shrink this circle. Shrink it. There we go. Just so we can start on this construction, we can go and choose the closest general construction office. Perfectly fine. These footpath offices, footpaths are automatically assigned. I'm gonna leave them because we have this one on automatic assignment. This is being finished. Perfect. The road over here is finished. We have a couple of stages of this road construction that I would like to... while we have a bypass, it's not going anywhere, but this bypass road and the road, assign it for now, both of them. What's with this big one over here? This big one is fine as well, but can we create a bypass through here, just for the future upgrade of this rail of this road? Uh, yeah, it's gonna be. Looks like it's. Come on, go diagonal. Just cross it. Cross it somewhere. Technically it can. Oh, wow. Okay. Too close to road. Okay, let's try this. I can't believe that this works. There we go, another bypass. We have a bypass through here, and we can upgrade this big road over here, big segment of the road. But it's not going to be that easy because it does have several different segments. But that's fine. I'll leave that for the future. Let me go back, and we really need to start on these residential buildings. Kindergarten is being built there. Let's check the school. I think this school. This is a hospital. I'm just going to increase people working there just in case. School. Where's school? If I was a school, where would I be? Somewhere around here. Gym. We have the House of Culture. That's fine. Hospital. Is this? No, it's here. School. This school has unrealistically high capacity. Yeah, I'm not really. Well, actually, yeah. No, there's no actually. I think it has a high capacity, and I think this is musical school. It looks nice, but I think I'm gonna build just to be on a little bit more realistic side. I'm gonna be building the couple of more schools, 2 more schools. So we're gonna have school from the 50s. Capacity. 30 professors? That's a lot. That's a lot. 25 here. I think I want to go for something like this. Space. Don't connect it to the... something like this. And then we will go for footpath office. I'll do that later. Let's just connect it with mud roads so we can start the construction, and then I'm gonna upgrade this later on. So this is just so we can start, and this one needs to be assigned to our road construction office. Perfect. And I think some of these roads should be done. At least this one is. Yeah, this is gonna be done soon. And two. Why don't you give me construction office assigned? Probably because the entrance, or I don't know if this is entrance or exit, but come on, chop. Okay, it's gonna take a while for them to finish this. Okay. Shop here is being under pressure. That's fine. Residential buildings. Frigate, I always forget. The most fun part of the episode, and I forgot about it. Yeah, so much about fun. Okay. You know what? I kind of like it the lower, you know, to make the city look a little bit more organic. I think I like it. So let's try to stick to this plan, at least initially. Let me know for the future reference what do you guys think about this. What do you think? Should we be building city like, you know, don't care about the height, a little bit higher here, higher there, lower there, or should we? Wow, okay, this road looks like it's quite steep. Doesn't matter. Let's try to level it. What is this? This is similar to Leningradka, and I think I would like to have it here. The thing is, what I asked you about a. Let's do it like this. Let's do it without connections and see. You know, maybe I should have created some connections. What I wanted to ask you regarding these. Always put a little bit of road here so it looks nicer. It looks definitely nicer. And let's connect it with a mud road somewhere like this. It doesn't matter, just so I can start this. I don't want to segment this road because I don't know if I'm going to be upgrading it or not. So what I wanted to say about these, should the city, you know, be tall in the center, and then ending how you go outside, it's lower and lower buildings. The reason why I asked this because a lot of cities, especially in Yugoslavia where I grew up, like Belgrade, Zagreb, Sarajevo, Ljubljana, they were built, they were hugely expanded during the communist times after the Second World War, but that's not because of the communism, it's because of the people moving from farms to from farms to cities, and I know that like those parts of the city, like let's say Zagreb and Belgrade, they cross the rivers and they build like capacity for hundreds of thousands of people. Some of the, I think Belgrade grew like in a decade by 350,000 people, and it was still under a million people living there in like 50s and 60s. It's like huge growth, and that means that there are parts of the cities that were taller, the new parts of the city taller than the city centers, which had old school buildings from the earlier years. So it doesn't really have to be, it doesn't really have to be different. It doesn't really have to be, fancily sloping down as we go towards the outwards of the city. We have a couple of these guys here. I think I built already these buildings. I think I'm gonna continue with these. I think we're gonna also have to put a bigger building. This is still angled. I think one of them, like here, bang, spanking, good location. Footpath office, it has it on auto, it's gonna be assigned anyway, so but let me assign it manually. So we're gonna have this building 150, and this is 100 people. We're gonna build a more bigger. I think I want to go for something like this here. Probably I should finish this block with the same building, and last time I wasted so much time looking for this building and I have no idea. Is this one? Ha! Perfect. This is the exactly one that we need. Let's go and build it like this. And I can see here that we have a couple of these footpaths that are not well connected, so I'm gonna go and connect them like this. Okay, good enough. Still empty space here. I will leave it as it is. I want to put a big building around here, so let's see what kind of big building we can place here. Big building. What do we have in a huge scale? We have these. I don't know. For some reason, I don't really like these buildings. We can go, but they're big. They definitely fit in the big part of the sentence. Maybe one or two of these. They're quite... Oh, I said it already, big, right? 160, 130, 220 workers. What about one here, one opposite in this direction? It's not gonna fit in here. 160 and 160. How tall are they? They are tall-ish. They're a little bit shorter. No, they're the same height as this. So we would be able to squeeze in one of these in here. Okay. One here, and one on the other side. I think something like this. Okay, let's try to level it a bit. Oh no, bigger one. Yes. This is what I wanted. I wanted bigger one on the other side because we have a little bit more space here to expand it, and maybe a little bit more space between them. Something like this. And let's connect. This one is going to be connected. Is this automatically assigned already? Yes, it is. That's fine. Let them finish this whenever they, well, finish it. What I wanted to do here is I shouldn't have done this. Pause for a second. I should have connected it like this, and then started the construction in this direction. Maybe even all the way. Yeah, let's go all the way. And one and a two. Okay, all of this can be constructed. We have automatic construction office that's gonna finish these footpaths, and then buildings. I think one of the construction offices is still assigned automatically to the buildings. So I think this is going to be fine for now. Okay. Happy enough? I think I'm happy enough. Right, let's continue on. Let's continue on and slowly finish this one. We have a couple of minutes left. I'm happy with the progress over here. We're gonna have a couple of 100 people. I know that most of them won't really gravitate towards the workplaces where they work, so we're gonna have to establish lines going there, for example, from these bus stations. Where the hell is a bus station? I didn't build a bus station. So we're gonna have a bus station here as well. Then we're gonna be able to, you know, deliver people elsewhere. There's gonna be a public transport. I already said this. There's gonna be public transport, 1 station, 2 station, and we're gonna develop this part of the city as well. So we will have public transport and a lot of people, well, source of a lot of workers. We can already start delivering people with buses directly to their workplaces, which is not a problem. We're doing fine with oil, but we're gonna have soon, hopefully, soon, a lot of new ships that are gonna be docking over here. It looks magnificent. It just looks magnificent. I don't care what you're gonna say. I think it looks. I'm gonna start with Stalin. I'm gonna start with Lenin straight away. Go and build Lenin. Build it. Build it. We need it as soon as possible. This is gonna look magnificent. Anyway, suggest any statues. We're gonna need a second one, or if we have bigger Lenin, that would be awesome. Nizhny Whale and shout out to Mr. Whale who actually suggested this magnificent idea. Magnificent. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. If you want to support the channel, you have description of the video. You can buy me a coffee. Guys, have a nice one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.